I've had this book laying around for a while and wasn't sure what kind of journal I was going to make out of it, whether I was going to keep it, save it, sell it, whatnot. But I thought this would be absolutely perfect for our traveling journal. School is fun. We do use traveling as part of our homeschool/unschool. We learn a lot of history and geography through travel. So on the cover page, I made it all about traveling. We live in Amarillo, Texas, so I wanted this to be our starting location and for us to travel and get out there and spread our horizons. I did put revolutionize your curriculum because we don't stick to any set curriculum. We kind of go with the flow and learn what we want to learn, and a lot of that involves activities and adventures. Our first page is our trip to Boston. This was my son's very first time to ever fly. This was his first airplane flight. This is a bag tag from our luggage, a luggage tag. Of course, I added the gum wrapper to kind of cover up our personal information. His first time on a flight, I picked up this waste paper bag from the airplane and used it to house our tickets, our boarding passes. This is from the pretzels. These are some other snacks we had on the plane. Our first destination of the fall was to Boston. I found this cute little cat in the Dallas-Fort Worth airport when we were on our layover. This is from the backpack that I bought, and then after we landed in Boston, we had to take a city bus. So I wanted to commemorate that moment also. Our next page was the day that we went to the Boston Public Gardens. We went to the Boston Common, and we went and wandered around Faneuil Marketplace, Faneuil Hall. These are just a lot of pictures we found. Again, we found a little keychain. My son actually found this while we were in Boston Market. It was laying down beside a bench. I think someone had dropped it or maybe left it there for somebody to find. And I forgot to mention, we found this at the rental car place. And then the next day we went to the aquarium. I have our tickets, our passes. We met some friends there, so I included their passes. This is a sticker off of the water bottle from the aquarium. And after the aquarium, we went to the beach. Very, very fun memories. The next big adventure we had in Boston, we went to the live reenactment of the Boston Tea Party. I definitely wanted to commemorate this day on a full spread. My son and my husband absolutely loved this. They both love history. My son's friend bought a little telescope that they played with, and so I kept this. I thought that was cute. During the Boston Tea Party, we each got to be a character. So we each got a character card that told us all about our part in the tea party. This is a scene from the dock. This is the actual ship that the Boston Tea Party takes place on. This is from the, what is it called? The little tea, it was called Abigail's Tea something, where we got to sample the tea. Of course, our tickets. I have a couple of postcards that I just put in here. I didn't buy any postcards to mail off to people. I bought them all for my own purposes to save. This is from a napkin at the tea party, and we bought some candy bars there that I specifically bought for the wrappers. I thought they were cool. There's a little box of tea. There we are throwing the tea over. We were not going to pay taxes on that tea. We threw it right over the ship, and my son got to pretend like he was sailing the ship. This was also off of the gift bag that we got when we bought the candy bars and our tea. So I will stick those back up in there. The next page we have, what in the world is going on here? Oh yeah, let me fold this back down. The next page we have is from the old Sturbridge Village. This was my favorite place we went. It was walking into a village where everyone lives like they're in the 1800s. Here we have some people baking bread. We have some lovely ladies that were working out in the garden and the fields. Our tickets, the news thing that we got there, this and this were from our bag that we purchased. My son got a hoodie there. We got to see a blacksmith working. We got to see basket makers and woodworkers, people creating things in a kiln, firing things in a kiln. We got to see people from a printing press working it and all sorts of things. Everyone was in costume and gave us so much great fun information. If you ever have a chance to go here, I highly recommend it. Next, we have the day that we drove, hence the car, to Lexington, Concord, and Worcester. We saw lots of fun things, learned a lot about history. Here's the North Bridge. Here are several things to see in Concord. We went to, what was that called? The Robbins House. We saw a lot of neat stuff this day. This was our last day. We were tired from walking miles and miles a day, so we decided to drive around and sightsee. I have one other page dedicated to Concord because we did do so many fun things there. Again, a couple of postcards for myself. And then my son, if anyone doesn't know, my son has ARFID. He is autistic. He doesn't try very many new foods, but while we were in Boston, he wanted to try lobster. So the very last day of our trip, my husband bought lobster and he got to try it. He didn't like it, but I'm so proud of him for trying it. This was a ship that we saw each time we walked up and down the pier where the Barking Crab restaurant was. And this was even from their wifey that they got to clean their hands off. And he even kept the fork. That is it. There are several pages left in this book. So I can't wait to go on our next adventure. There we have it. Our very first travel journal. I can't wait to add more to it.